Well, it's a good question, and our investment horizon is 5 years for each and every company. So when we do analysis for the company, so we have investment hypotheses, and the investment hypotheses are always based on the business performance. For example, if we think about like some industrial player like Safran, so we want to know how many new aircraft engines they sell, how many engines they have already sold, so what is the installed base, and then we also know that what is the service fee, so we can calculate that kind of like a visibility for the upcoming revenues and earnings. Well, I don't know if I surprise you, but we don't follow any framework when it comes to geographical allocation. And we are aware what is the MSCI allocation, but we don't make decisions based on that. So the allocation, the geographical allocation and the sector allocation in the Sifter fund is based on the bottom-up research. So if we find a good interesting company in US and the valuation is attractive, and after 1 or 2 months research we decide to invest, so then it's based in US. That's it. So following any framework would kind of like it makes investor, it forces investor to justify the portfolio, and we don't like that. We want to invest in high quality companies, which very often they have revenues from all over the world. So it doesn't really matter where's the headquarters. In Taiwan. That's an interesting question, and I visited Taiwan last autumn. I visited the companies there, and I talked with the people, and as we know, there has been tension already few decades. So it's not a new thing, but now at the moment it's rising tension, and it's in the news. After last year's share price increase, it was over 100% increase in TSMC. So we reduced the position. So now we have a bit less than 4% in TSMC. When would we sell TSMC, which is, by the way, maybe one of the best companies in the world? That's a really tough question. I think there should be a clear sign that China will attack Taiwan, and then the TSMC as a company would somehow disappear. But I don't believe in that. It's highly unlikely that TSMC as a company would disappear. It's not the benefit of Chinese, and it's not the benefit of US or anybody. Right. It used to be saying that IBM is the king of the computers, and that's what you are referring to. Yes, we are long-term owners, but we are also following each company carefully on monthly basis, and we have investment hypotheses, and so we need to follow that the company is growing the revenue, it's growing the earnings, there are no risks, and we had similar case like IBM 2019. It was Intel. So we used to own Intel from 2012 until 2019, and we started to notice that Intel is losing the market share. So the competitive advantage was eroding, and we started to reduce the position, and then finally we sold the whole position, and it was a good decision. So it's an ongoing monitoring. Okay, you have multiple questions there. Our goal is to keep Sifter fund evergreen. Evergreen means that we want that the companies we own, the business performance is each year it's a little bit better, but also the valuation remains moderate. So it's always a balance between the high quality and the valuation. And very often the high quality companies, they have premium, and you have to pay the premium in a short term. But if the high quality company continues to grow the earnings year after year, so after 5 years, it's really cheap, the buying price. That's how we see it. And yeah, you have to pay premium for the high quality companies sometimes. Otherwise, they wouldn't be high quality. Yeah, well, the Sifte fund is a excellent equity fund for a long-term investor who doesn't have to care about the macro news all the time. We follow the macro as an investment manager, but we don't make fast decisions based on the macro events. We have learned over the years and decades now that there will be all kind of crises, but the great businesses like Microsoft and even TSMC or Safran, they will continue doing the good business and money for the owners. And we consider ourselves as owners. That would be my starting point.